Well, it's about just what you would expect when 22 Republican elected officials, virtually all of whom are seeking re-election or seeking election to a higher office, bring a lawsuit. It's an act of political grandstanding. I think there's no other way to really put it. It's a propaganda platform for continuing the Republican campaign to discredit the health care reform law. The government has moved to have these lawsuits tossed out because the attorneys general have no standing to assert the rights of individual citizens of their states under absolutely clear black letter law. And if the judges in Virginia and in Florida follow the law, that's really what's going to happen. And I've written, along with Alan Morrison in Slate recently, that if the courts do throw these lawsuits out, the attorneys general who brought the suits really ought to be subject to sanctions under the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure for bringing what are in effect frivolous lawsuits.
Okay, thank you for that comment. So is it your sense then that really there's not too much danger in the courts anyway for the health care reform law? Is that fair to say, or you?
I don't think one can say that because let's face it, the conservative bloc on the Supreme Court that decided to ignore precedent and assure George W. Bush election in 2000 could decide that this challenge to the signature initiative of President Barack Obama is one more Bush v. Gore moment. So we can't be confident that the law as it exists is going to be followed. I guess I would say also, in all fairness, that the philosophical libertarians who are really behind these lawsuits sincerely believe we ought to have a different constitution than the one that the courts have given us, at least for the last 60 years. So they're really trying to change the law through these lawsuits, and that's their right. I can't say the progressives haven't tried to do the same thing. But if the law as it has existed for at least 60 years is followed, these lawsuits ought to be toast at some point in the future.